assume this attack was okay, but that's not always the case. I want to catch a barracuda and find out what they're capable of. Morning. Hey man, I'm looking for Bonefish Abby.
Bonefish Abby?
Yeah, you know him?
I hold it up.
Bonefish Abby! Yeah, man, you think we can come across the barracuda?
Oh, man. Well, what are you talking about? What do you mean if we gonna come across the barracuda? You best try to get in this boat and let's get the hell out of here.
All right, man,
It's
I'm
a
with it.
barracuda, man.
I'm with it.
Let's
I
do
don't
it.
want one like this. I want one like this.
Hey, baby, let's go and do it, man. Let's
All
go, man.
right.
Yeah. Hey, my mama, she don't eat no piece of rice. Hey, now come to her. All she wants is handy brandy all the time.
When I met Bonefish Abby, he breaks into song.
She don't drink that gin because it makes her sin. Makes her sin.
I don't know if that's ever happened to me before.
All she wants is handy brandy all the time. Let's go get some barracuda.
That's right. It's gonna be a good day. All right. This lure just kind of looks like a squid.
Yeah, you got it, baby.
Drives barracuda crazy. Got lures in the water. We're just gonna drag him around the flats, and hopefully one of these big predatory barracudas is gonna see our bait. Bang! The fight is on, baby.
Yep, the fight is on.
Have you ever heard of anybody being bitten by one of these things? Accident?
I think I think in the news some years ago that a barracuda was jumping a boat by a lady in Florida. I remember on the news. I saw it.
Ebby's story is true. A 14-year-old girl is just sitting on her father's boat, minding her own business, when a 4-foot barracuda leaps out of the water and chomps her arm. It took 51 stitches to patch her up. I want to see the fish that can do this.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I've got a bunch of value rigs on the deal there. Okay, sounds good.
Did you hear that? Ebby's calling his shot. He said we're going to catch one right over here.
I don't know why we didn't get him yet. We should have had it, man, honestly.
I gotta tell you, my vacation is off to a frustrating start. Fish aren't biting, and now this? Man, what's up with this weather? I thought it was always beautiful weather in the Bahamas.
How that song go? After the sun, the rain. After the rain, the sun. This is the way of life.
But it turns out, the fish don't mind the rain. We got a fish on. Woo! Hey, fish on!
All right.
Look, it's a bigger fish. Oh, he's biting. Look at him back there. Oh, he jumped! Woo! Eddie, I got him. He's at the back of the boat.
Yeah, all right. Give me the next time. Let's see.
All right, he's here, boys.
Yep. All right, bring him up. All right, right there.
Boy, yeah. Watch out for those teeth.
Yeah.
The safest way to hold the barracuda is with a gaff hook. It fits through the lower jaw, and it doesn't hurt the fish. This can be a holiday nightmare right here. Those teeth are a half-inch long, and they're in sockets in the skull. If this fish mistakes you for a meal, if that gets a hold of you, man, you are gonna feel it. That'll take your hand off. Look at that. It's easy to see how this mouth can mangle someone's arm. The barracuda's bite is so serious, they can rip a fish in half and swallow leftovers whole. It is a beautiful fish. These very big, large eyes. You can tell it's a visual hunter. This guy may be the ultimate predator here in these shallow Bahamian waters.
That's correct. That's correct.
But what can make these fish attack people? I've heard sometimes tourists are swimming and they have on gold necklaces or rings that the barracuda might come in and grab you.
Is anything silver?
Yeah.
They wanna check it out.
Makes me nervous because there are times when I wear a lot of bling. I like to have my jewelry on, you know?
But when you're going in the water, take off your bling.
Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, anything that flashes, that's gonna get a predator's attention. It looks like they're prey, flashing in the sun. But the question is, will they really attack you if you have on flashy jewelry? To find out, I'm baiting up my body with bling. A luchador Mexican wrestler necklace. Oh, come on. That is it. Alright. I scoured the local markets to find as much flashy jewelry as I could come across. Got this attractive necklace, got a bracelet, and I'm also going to be wearing some earrings to cover both sexes. I'm going in with all my bling to put this to the test. There may be a lot of folks that host animal shows, not many of them. Well done earrings, fancy jewelry, get in the water with hungry barracudas. The moment I see my first toothy barracuda, I start thinking, maybe this isn't such a good idea after all. The barracuda definitely noticed me. But none of them head in to grab my jewelry. There you go. Then I had barracuda on my left, barracuda on my right. I must have seen 20 of them down there. One of them as big as I am. They may have been interested in my bling, but none of them came in and attacked. Maybe they really don't come after divers who wear shiny objects. But now the question is, were the barracuda just not attacking me because I was big and intimidating? So, I got another idea. I think I'm gonna see if they'll just attack the flashy earring. Cast over my underwater cameraman. He's gonna capture all the action for us down below. As the lure sinks, a barracuda homes in.
They love it.
They do?
When it wiggles, they chase after like crazy.
They love it.
There's 30 barracuda chasing after that thing.
The conclusion of the experiment is that they're definitely interested in the flashing of the jewelry. But you probably don't run much of a risk when the jewelry's on your body because a large human presence probably is intimidating enough to prevent an attack. But in bad visibility, all bets are off. A barracuda just sees what it thinks is prey and comes in for the kill. These predators are clearly dangerous in some situations. But when you're on vacation, you're not going to run into these guys every day. However, there's one creature that you can come in contact with waiting right off the beach. This is a beach which is known for its stingray population. They got stingrays right there, look, they got a bunch of them. Hey guys, do not be alarmed by my large camera. My name's Brady.
Hi, Brady.
Where's everybody from?
Colorado.
All right. What else have you guys done while you've been here in the islands?
We did a little fishing, and
Snorkeling.
yeah.
For tourists, it doesn't get much better than Honeymoon Harbor in Bimini Beach. The stingrays here are so used to humans, you can feed them by hand. Still, local guides don't take any risks.
We ask people to bury their toes in the sand because sometimes the stingrays can give your toes a little trauma. It's just a pinch. It doesn't.
Yeah, okay. I thought maybe we had a bite. That's like, that's just good TV. Look at that.
And we kind of stay away from these kind of animals in Colorado.
For good reason. One of the things that makes these stingrays so dangerous to people is the fact that they camouflage themselves. They kind of burrow down into the sand. They're in a sense invisible. So if you're wading along the beach looking for seashells, you're not going to see them. You're going to step on one and bang! You're going to get that venomous spine in the bottom of your foot. Alright guys, I got a little experiment I'd like to try. I brought a fake leg with me, a fake human leg. Hey, please, don't touch the foot. We have some rules around here. You can feel it. It has the same consistency as human flesh. So anything that the stingray does to this foot, that's what would happen to you if this was your leg. I'm gonna try to net one of these stingrays up. We'll put it in a plastic tub. My hope is that once the stingray feels confined and out of its element, it's gonna get defensive. Woo! We got a stingray! Okay, careful. Alright, he's a little freaked out, but it's not hurting the animal. Not every day you get to see a big stingray in a bucket like that. Look at that. See, you can see the spine. That's about 3 inches long. Mucus covered. It's serrated, so once it goes in, you can't just pull it out. All right, here, my hand's getting tired. Will you take it over here? Look at it. It's kind of cocking the tail to the side. Look at it. There it is. All right. All right, now I'm hoping that when the rubber foot comes down on it in the tub, it's going to give it the business into that spine. Did you see that? Whipping it around there. Oh, it's in there. Look. It's in there.
Oh, yeah.
See that? Look, it's got it in the heel.
Yeah.
Look at that. Can you imagine how painful that would be? Look, it's right there. There's a good 2 inches of spine in this person's foot. It's actually stuck. It's got the foot impaled on its tail. Oh, it just came out. Look at that. Look at that. There's the wound. You're going to need stitches for that. And you've got these mucus toxins irritating the wound.
With a sting that deep, you are going to be in excruciating pain for hours and hours.
That's what I've heard. I mean, I've heard that people that take a sting, you know, they're like, cut the limb off. I can't take it. It's designed for the potential predator to remember the experience. All right, who's up for waiting back out and feeding some more of these guys? Yeah. Please do not try this at home when you get back to Colorado. I'm a professional. You may be on your dream vacation, but man, when you stroll into those warm Caribbean waters, it's definitely at your own risk. How about a change of pace? What do? You go inland. Cancun is an incredibly popular tourist destination. Tell you what, there's a whole lot more to do in the Yucatan than spectacular beaches. The place is riddled with these jaw-dropping Mayan ruins. They draw tourists from all over, but some sites come with a catch. To get to them, you gotta trek through a jungle, one that's teeming with wild animals. I'm gonna scout out the scene, so you know what to look for. This is it. Ancient Mayan ruins right here. And the Yucatan Peninsula is just covered with this kind of stuff. This may be the top of the pyramid. The majority of it is beneath our feet. And you can still see the blocks are still in place. I'm just fascinated by this kind of stuff. Let's go to the top. Snake. Rattlesnake, right there. Right there, holy. Almost fell over. You see it? Right there. Look under this palm frond. Right here. Right here. You see it? You see it? It's right under this palm frond. That is awesome. I got no snake stick. I got nothing. Look at that. That is incredible. That's a tropical rattlesnake. I never in a million years dreamed I'd come across a tropical rattlesnake. One of the most beautiful snakes on the planet, but also incredibly dangerous. To see one around the ruins at a tourist destination, it's a scary thought. Man, it's a good thing he rattled, because if he wouldn't have, we would have stepped right on him. So well camouflaged. I mean, you can see these diamonds on the back that blend in with this leaf litter. He's probably sitting here next to these ruins, and he's just waiting for a rat to come by, and he'd make a quick meal of it. Look at that. It's in a defensive posture. Whoa! There's the strike. It's so fast that the snake's already struck and recoiled before I can react. It's beautiful and awe-inspiring as these ancient pyramids are. There's dangers around every corner, and this is a good example of one. If you're a tourist and you're looking at the ruins, if you step on this snake, you're in for a day in the hospital. A single bite is enough to stop your heart and paralyze your nervous system. I darn near stepped on that thing. kill a rattlesnake, he warned me of his presence. But there are animals you'll come across on vacation that aren't as shy. They seem tame, and that's exactly what gets you into trouble. One diver, one moray eel, and a packet of hot dogs. Now, if that's not a recipe for disaster, I don't know what is. The moray goes for the hot dog and bites the man's thumb clean off. That's the sound of his bone snapping. Doctors amputated one of his toes and sewed it in place of his missing appendage. Works like a charm. You wouldn't think something this docile could rip off your fingers. I want to find a moray eel and check out that powerful bite. My friend and underwater cameraman, Grant Johnson, is gonna help me out. Now, I've known Grant for many years, and he's smart. He has a biology background. Yet probably most of all, I don't know if I call it lucky. He can just find animals and get you up close.
The site we're diving now, there's a green moray here that's pushing probably 6 feet long. It's a big animal.
Are we gonna try to coax it out?
Yeah, we're gonna take some squid down, and there's a big coral head down here where this guy hangs out. We'll see if we can use those squid to coax him out of his hiding spot.
All right, let's get kitted up and get in the water. Right there. The moray eel grabbed the fish in the blink of an eye.
It moves in and out of the shadows, and it's in this hole, and then all of a sudden, here it comes.
Literally, it's something right out of a science fiction movie. It's got one set of jaws up front, and then it's got its jaws in its throat. You know, they shoot out and grab something, and then these jaws farther back in the throat grab it and pull it down into the mouth. And if that thing gets a hold of you, it's gonna be like putting your hand in a blender. Man, the moray eel is one dangerous customer. But Grant tells me those nurse sharks can be bad news too. They're common. They seem to hang out around places that divers like to be. They look placid. Thought to be so docile. You can go on dive trips to cuddle with them. Some as big as 300 pounds. Sort of like giant teddy bears, right? Wrong. It took hundreds of stitches to patch up this man's mouth. Right here in front of us, we got a shark. You see the shark right in front of us? They're nurse sharks. Look at that. That's what we need. We need to get our hands on one of those things. And I've got an experiment that hopefully will illustrate the biting force behind this species of shark.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the shallow water is an awesome place to wade because there's a lot of animal life. The nurse sharks like to get up here in the mangroves looking for crustaceans, shrimp, and things they like to eat. Hopefully we can find a small one, small enough to fit in this net.
They'll be under the mangrove roots, under rocks, or sometimes just laying out in the grass here.
And there are other sharks that you can find in shallow water.
Oh yeah, some of the biggest bull sharks I've actually seen ever are in less than 5 feet of water.
There's a lot of things here that don't want to be stepped on. You can't really see where you're putting your feet. See these things? Right here? Those will ruin your day very quickly. Yeah, I got some sea urchins over here. These may not look like animals, but they're animals. Gotta be careful because they have got spines. I'm gonna try to scoop one up with my hat and bring it up to the surface. Oh!
Gotcha?
It did.
Look at that.
Look at that. I mean, you can see it. I was being very careful. Ugh. Let's use the handle of the net to scoop it into my hat. All right, look at that bad boy.
Unreal.
You can see the spines moving. This is this animal's defense, and it's a very good defense. I mean, I was very gently trying to get my hat on it. These things went through the hat and got me in the finger. If you step on this while on vacation, it may not ruin your vacation, but it's definitely going to ruin your day. I mean, I've just got a little bitty piece, and it is very painful.
When you get your hands or your feet close, they'll direct those spines at
Yeah.
you. They
See,
know
look.
where you are.
They do.
Beautiful, though. Just watch your step. I know there's a few more around here, too. Checking some of these shaded areas up here, too. A lot of times, stingrays and nurse sharks will hide out under some of these canopied areas of mangroves.
Shark! Shark! Got a shark! Right here, right here. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Where is it? Shark! Where the heck did it go? I lost it. The water's all muddy. Kind of afraid to be walking around. Man, that thing could be sitting right here in between us. Hey, right there, right there, right there!
Trying to corner into the mangroves. Don't let it get past us.
That's an earth shark.
I think I got it. We got it, we got it, we got it.
Never
Good size. Holy.
That's awesome! I saw some mud being kicked up back there.
It's a big shark for this shallow water, but she's rooting around here looking for food or something. Flip over, I'll show you something that's really unique about these guys.
This shark, unlike many sharks, doesn't have the sharp, razor-sharp, serrated teeth like most people think that all sharks have.
Right.
This guy has flat, crushing plates.
Right, those are used for things like crabs or small fish or other invertebrates that are buried in the bottom. This is not a shark that's going to attack you thinking that you're a prey item, but if you provoke this animal, it's going to bite. The thing that does the most damage is the pressure. The amount of force that these sharks can exert on you is unbelievable.
And you know firsthand,
Absolutely.
you've had one of these attached to your body.
The one that bit me badly was a little bit smaller than this, thankfully, and I had 2 of my fingers stuck in its mouth for over 45 minutes until we finally got it to let go. It took me almost 30 full days to get all the feeling back in my finger.
You hear about these nurse sharks being aggressive, sucking somebody's hand in, or getting a hold of somebody's foot. I would love to see what actually takes place. There's no way I'm presenting my hand to a nurse shark. So to get around that problem, I've had this anatomically correct rubber hand made. This is going to be a representation of your hand on that fateful day. Let's give it a try.
I've heard that nurse sharks bite more people than any other shark in this area combined.
That's why I brought the rubber hand, to illustrate the suction power and the force generated by these jaws. Let's say I'm a recreational diver or a snorkeler. Hey, I see a lobster underneath a ledge and I reach in to grab it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you hear it! Did you hear that sucking power?
It's not?
Yes! I cannot get that. Look, these guys aren't about surgically sharp bites, like, say, a great white or a white tip. These guys are all about a bulldog grip. about biting, hanging on, and then using incredible crushing power. I can't get my hand back. Well, look at him. He's fighting. And he's got it. I mean, I can't. He pulled the power, pulled the hand right off the pole. Look at that. Look, as you can see.
Finger came off.
Yeah. Look at it. There.
It's gone.
Says it all right there. I just lost 2 fingers. How's my holiday going? It just took a turn for the worse. I'd say that it's time to go home. I just lost 2 fingers. My Caribbean vacation, done. Oh. On vacation, it's easy to get lulled into a false sense of security. You're in a beautiful setting. You just forget the animals here can hurt you. Oh, look, you hear it! Even kill you. When attacks happen, human error is often to blame. But man, freak accidents, they do occur. A couple of friends are spearfishing at night. They flip on a light to check their catch. When suddenly, something flies through the air and skewers one of the men. Right in the face. The fisherman survived, but the recovery was not pretty. Know what they said did this? A fish. It's a fish I've never even heard of. It's a long, skinny fish with a long, toothy mouth. If you go sport fishing in the Caribbean, you might even catch it.
What in God's name?
It's the houndfish. But can a fish really impale someone? I'm gonna try to find out. The best time to catch them is at night. Hope that's not the last victim of the houndfish. Shine bright lights into the water.
Big houndfish coming right towards you.
And the startled fish come rocketing out. Here we go, here we go! They're all over me, right here, I see them! Oh, look at them all!
Yeah.
That one jumped over the boat! This is exactly how people get impaled. Whoa! Oh! Oh! Where's the tail? Where's the tail? I need something. I got him! Woo! Look at the head on that thing. That looks like the head of a blue heron. It looks like a long bird beak, yet filled with a mouthful of needle-sharp teeth. You've seen how fast these fish are jumping, how fast they're swimming and exploding out of the water. I mean, this is like a missile when it comes out of the water. And if you just happen to be in its way, you're gonna get skewered. I firmly believe these could penetrate your chest. These could put your eye out. I want out of here. I've had enough of this. I'm headed for shore. When you go on vacation, there are creatures you'd be surprised could hurt you. And then there's others you know are dangerous. The problem is when they turn up in unexpected places. I'm headed to a local resort called Moon Palace, where the golf courses are simply spectacular. But you better be careful when playing golf here.
Whoa!
Each water hazard is filled with a special kind of danger: crocodiles. My golfing partner's Marco Lascano. He's an old buddy of mine and also a croc researcher. Nice!
I think I can improve that.
I'm going with a 4-iron. If you're as powerful as me, that's all you need. Here we go. Oh,
There we go. You're joining me, huh?
these Mexican courses are a killer. I'm down to my last ball. We're gonna have to find this one. Here, one bad shot could bring you face to face with a deadly predator. I got a crocodile right over my shoulder. This is a moorlands crocodile. That could be a potential problem. You hit your golf ball down here, reach down here to get it. You may have that thing attached to your hand. This guy could hurt someone. I gotta do something. I'm gonna take my shoes off.
Going in?
I'm gonna go see if I can capture that crocodile.
Okay,
You sit
let
tight.
me know if you need assistance.
Oh, don't you worry.
Under the leaves there.
Oh, it's deeper than I thought. It's right there. You see it right there at the corner of the mangrove. I just don't want to step on a second croc. This is a perfect scenario. They submerge and they close their eyelids, and that's just where they feel safe. And it's really easy to capture them when they're on the bottom. All you gotta do is jump on top of them and press them to the bottom. All right, hey, I'm gonna do this before he comes up and takes a breath, because if he sees me, then it's gonna be a bad deal. Okay, are you ready? You rolling? All right, one, 2, 3. Big! He's big! Right there!
Man, he's moving.
He is. Okay, whoa. He's bigger than I thought. Hang on. I got it too. Hang on. And he's big. He's really big. Hang on. You know what? We gotta tie the jaws.
You got a shoelace?
No, I took my shoes off. Okay. Usually for crocodile captures, we've got, all the proper equipment. We got plenty of manpower, we have boats, snares, poles, nets. But in this situation, man, I just jumped on it. You feel how big he is, right? He's big. Look for other crocs, this is just stupid. Once you begin that process of a crocodile capture, there's no turning back.
Ready? I got my shoelace here.
Give it to me.
Okay, there you go.
Whoa.
There you go.
Give it to me.
Be careful. Be careful.
This thing's big.
Keep coming in the water. That's my foot.
Right here. Come right here. I'm gonna pull his head up. Careful, his jaws are free. Look at that. That thing is big. That may be the biggest croc I've ever jumped on by myself. I think this thing's like 7 feet long. Yeah, at least. We gotta get this thing out of the water. I don't want him to escape with his jaws tied. I'm gonna try to hold the jaws just because I don't trust the shoelace. All right, I'm gonna sit up. All right, come on.
Get a good grip.
And there we go. Got him?
I got it.
Got him? Look! The buzzards are circling, man. They think the croc's gonna kill us. That's never a good sign. Okay, you ready? On the count of 3. 1,